Today we're going to make a baked rice pudding. It's taken from this book, The Thrifty Kitchen, and it's a really good, comforting pudding and incredibly quick and easy to make. Now, what you need for this is 115 grams of pudding rice, 55 grams of caster sugar, about half a teaspoon of vanilla essence, 40 grams of butter, and some grated nutmeg. And we also need 850 millilitres of full fat milk. If you're feeling really indulgent, then you can actually substitute that for half cream. So now we've preset our oven to 150 degrees C, so we're going to cook it at quite a low temperature, probably for about an hour and a half. So that's already on the go. Now I've got here a baking dish which we've already pre-greased. This is what we're going to use to put all of the ingredients in together. We need to heat milk through, so I'm just going to put that on the hob now and get that going. What we want to do is get it just below boiling point. You don't want the milk to burn, so we're just looking for it to start forming some gentle bubbles, but not to the point where it's actually boiling. Okay, so the milk's now on to heat through, so we'll just get on with putting everything else into the baking dish. So it's really straightforward. Just sprinkle the rice into the dish. And then in goes the caster sugar, and then we'll add the milk. So we'll take that off the heat and pour that into the dish over the rice and the sugar. We just want to give the mixture a good mix through so the caster sugar starts to dissolve. And then just into that we're going to pour the vanilla extract. Now if you've got a vanilla pod, that would be great as well. It's just that this is something I normally have in the cupboard, so for today we're using extract. We want to give it a really good dusting of nutmeg. Now again, if you don't have nutmeg, there are other things that will work equally well. You could use cinnamon, you could maybe use a few cardamom pods, anything that gives it a little bit of interest and lifts the flavour. The last step is we just need to give it a good sprinkling of butter. We've got it in ice here so that it stays kind of solid. So just scatter that over the top. And this, while it's baking, will develop a really lovely skin, and it will go really lovely and golden. Very creamy. So now we're going to put it in the oven, which is already preset to 150 degrees C, and we'll leave it in there for about an hour and a half. All you need to do is come and stir it after about the first half an hour, and then after that you can leave it for the other hour so it develops a really nice golden skin. So here we are, here's a finished rice pudding. This has been baking for about an hour and a half, and as you can see it's developed a lovely golden, almost crust. It's delicious served just like this. You can see it's got a really sort of comforting, thick texture, unlike the boiled variety of rice pudding. Now this is delicious just eaten just the way it is, just like that. It doesn't really need anything, but if you want to sweeten it up a bit by adding things like, you can add sugar. Here we've got some strawberry jam, so we're just going to plonk some of that on the side, just like that. And there we go, ready to go.